The reflexes that had earned Pelle Lindbergh NHL recognition were not quick enough to prevent the accident that would claim his life. On November 11th, 1985, the city of Philadelphia lost more than a great goaltender. When Pelle's red Porsche slammed into a wall in Somerdale, New Jersey, it brought to an end a life filled with lifelong dreams and endless promise. Per Erik Pelle Lindbergh was born in Sweden in 1959. By the age of 9, he had already been playing hockey for 5 years. Through his teen years, competitive hockey was a way of life, and his reputation as a hockey star began to spread. At the age of 21, Pelle went to Lake Placid to represent his country in the Winter Olympics. His inspired play helped lead the Swedes to the bronze medal.
That was a really nice tournament for us. We were the only team who didn't get beat by the US. We tied them 2-2, or they tied us 27 seconds to go in the first game, and we were really disappointed, but it ended up to be the only team who didn't get beat by them. And I had a lot of good memories from that Olympics. It was a lot of fun, and one of the best things was that the US won against, that they beat the Russians. I thought that was great because the Russians, they win everything, especially in amateur hockey. So if we couldn't win, it was great that the US won it, I think.
After the Olympics, Pelle joined the Maine Mariners, the minor league team of the Philadelphia Flyers. Philadelphia had drafted Pelle in 1979, which was a dream come true for the young goaltender. The Flyers were his favorite team, having modeled his goaltending after Bernie Perrant. In his first season with Maine, he was the AHL's most valuable player. But despite his success and all of the fun he was having, Pelle still dreamed of becoming the first superstar Swedish goalie in the history of the National Hockey League.
I told myself that I was going to give it 3 years, whatever they're going to send me, if they're going to send me to the eye or whatever. I said 3 years I'm going to stay here and try my hardest and see if I ever going to get a good chance in the National League.
At the start of the 1982 season, Pelle Lindbergh joined the Flyers on a permanent basis. He played well, but for the next 2 seasons, he and the team were eliminated in the first round of the playoffs. But in 1984, everything started coming together for Pelle and the Flyers. The team was red hot. Pelle's relationship with his idol and goaltending coach was getting stronger every day.
Well, Bernie's been my coach, but he's also been one of my best friends since I came over to America or to the Flyers. The first year in Maine, he came up, and it was not only hockey we talked about. He took me out for dinners, and we were sitting talking about everything, boating or fishing, and he was like a good friend over there. He was a guy I could talk to about everything.
So I think that Bernie was great for Pelle because he was older, he had gone through a lot, his point of his life, and he was able to relay those things up to Pelle.
The 1984-85 season was an incredible one for Pelle Lindbergh. He led the NHL in wins with 40, and the Flyers recorded a league-best 113 regular season points. During the playoffs, Lindbergh was the rock that propelled the Flyers into the Stanley Cup Finals. In the finals, however, the Edmonton Oilers beat the Flyers in 5 games. But that didn't diminish the great season Pelle and the team enjoyed.
No comparison, the final or the playoffs this year with the Flyers. That's the biggest thing I ever played, and that was the funniest time I ever had in hockey too, I think.
For his efforts that season, Pelle Lindbergh was recognized by both his team and the league. He became the first recipient of the Bobby Clarke Award as the Flyers' most valuable player. And later, he was named the Vezina Trophy winner, given to the league's best goaltender. There was no doubting it at the time. Pelle Lindbergh had accomplished his dream and was a true NHL superstar. On November 10th, 1985, the unthinkable happened. The accident that shocked the hockey world. Pelle Lindbergh was pronounced brain dead and was being kept alive by a respirator. The next day, his family decided that his organs should be donated to those in need. Then Flyers coach Mike Keenan called it the ultimate save. After the transplants, Pelle Lindbergh was removed from life support.